Hello Capricorn, this is Inspire 2016 with your weekly tarot reading for the week commencing the 20th of February until the 27th of February 2023. The first card for you is representing, how do you feel about yourself? Your card is the Nine of Swords. Your experience of the world is greatly influenced by our expectations, desires, and fears, and therefore you are largely the creator of your own world, and your attitudes determine how you experience that world. The Nine of Swords can also reflect fear of the future, or what may possibly happen in the future. If you allow yourself to be bound by fear of the future, you are at risk of eventually creating a negative reality for yourself by virtue of your expectations. Your nightmare becomes your self-fulfilling prophecy, which is clearly not a desirable outcome. Generally, this card is an indication that you are worrying excessively about a situation. You are literally being kept up at night because you are so anxious about a particular issue. It is possible you are working yourself up unnecessarily, and, if you were to look at the situation more objectively, you may come to realize that it is not as bad as you are making it out to be. In fact, all that worry and despair is what is making it worse, so rather than fretting about it, do something to change it. Although most people experience fear, frustration and uncertainty at some point in their lives, you should not allow those negative emotions to immobilize you or keep you from pursuing your goals with enthusiasm and hope. Expect at least some level of uncertainty in the future, and draw upon your inner strength to remain as flexible and adaptable to that uncertainty as possible. The Nine of Swords can also indicate that you are being incredibly hard on yourself, putting yourself down or engaging in negative self-talk. For every mistake you make, you blame yourself and become worked up and angry at yourself for messing up again. So, ask yourself why you are being so hard on yourself. How are you putting yourself down, or what is the source of your depression? What can you do to make yourself feel better? The second card for you is representing, what do you want most right now? Your card is the Four of Swords. What you want most right now is a period of rest and recovery after a time of challenge, with the promise that, once recovered, you can and will return to the challenge. In the meantime, the Four of Swords provides a new challenge, to stay silent and inactive. This is the time to build up your mental strength. Meditate and spend time in a calm atmosphere. You need to replenish your strength and spend time in spiritual thinking. You need to rest and relax. The Four of Swords is a reminder that after every crisis and before every new challenge, there is always a time of relaxation and contemplation. Constant stress and tension will break even the hardest and most resilient of people, but brief periods of rest enable you to refresh your energy, concentration and focus, ready for the next challenge. These rests should be used wisely, to heal the body and ready the mind. The Four of Swords is also a sign that you can stop worrying, put down your defenses and take a breather from the chaos around you. For the moment there is a truce and you can catch your breath without being attacked again. However, bear in mind that a truce and peace are not the same thing. The Four of Swords is a guarantee that challenges will return to your life as soon as you are ready to face them, so make the most of the stillness and quiet you have earned, but never lose sight of the fact that the battle is not yet over, and that there is still work to be done. The third card for you is representing your fears. Your card is the Three of Wands. You are afraid of some unexpected delays and creative blockages to your path. There is disappointment and frustration, and a general feeling that you may have just wasted your time by even starting on this journey. What you may not realize, however, is that these setbacks are in fact an important part of your bigger life journey and will have contributed to your personal development anyway. You may also be struggling to put your plans into action, and you are now feeling worried that you have gotten in over your head and tasks appear overwhelming. You may have had a lack of foresight and were unable to detect the challenges as they arose, or you may have been unrealistic about the risks associated with your plans. Break down your plans into smaller tasks to make them more manageable and more realistic. Conduct a risk assessment ahead of time to understand what challenges you may potentially face, and then create mitigation plans to avoid or minimize those risks. This card may also indicate a lack of cooperation, wasted efforts, delays, or bad luck or obstacles from outside in commercial ventures. You may be dealing with a business partner or another business that is only out for their own material gain, and as such, you are at risk of being betrayed in your business pursuits. You may also find that there are shipping delays or product manufacturing delays, particularly if you rely on an overseas source as part of your business. You know that you need to be open to receiving help, but you are also concerned about others exploiting you for their own gain. In terms of your relationship, there is a fundamental issue of not being able to pursue your longer-term goals together. Your partner may want to travel or to expand their horizons by moving interstate or internationally, but you may be reluctant to do so, putting an obstacle in your partner's course. This is becoming a major issue for the relationship. For the relationship to work in the long term, you need to work this out together and come to a compromise. The fourth card for you is representing what is going for you. Your card is the Two of Pentacles. You need to find balance between opposing desires and interests in your current relationship. Life will always be uncertain, yet if you can produce balance and harmony among all the demands upon you, you will ultimately live happily and in prosperity. Thus, the Two of Pentacles serves as a reminder to remain alert, agile and patient as you attempt to juggle your family, your friends, work, finances, health and new challenges. You need to be very clear on your priorities and where you want to invest your time and energy. There is a tendency to be distracted by day-to-day affairs and general busyness, so prioritizing your activities and carefully managing your time is essential. The Two of Pentacles brings you back down to earth and reminds you to not only focus on your broader life goals but to also make sure your day-to-day affairs are in order. This is a card of good time management and financial management, ensuring that your bills are paid on time, that you keep a record of all your appointments and daily commitments, etc. It may sound tedious having to focus your attention on these more mundane issues, but this card reminds you that sometimes getting on top of your daily affairs is as important as pursuing your broader life goals. The fifth card for you is representing what is going against you. Your card is the King of Cups. You may be struggling with self-deception and or the deceptions of others, and the most important thing in this situation is to see yourself and others as they actually are, with clear and loving eyes, but not foster any sense of dependence or weakness through your own actions. In terms of your personal relationship, you feel quite confused about your relationship and your emotions are out of balance and out of control. You are uncertain about your true feelings, and every day they seem to chop and change, leaving you completely confused. You need to be careful, too, about the messages you are sending to your partner, as he or she may become easily confused too if you are up one day and down the next. It is probably best to keep some distance now until you work out your feelings and are more in control of your emotional state. Finally, you need to take greater control and responsibility for your emotional state. Right now, you are a loose cannon, letting your emotions rule and flip-flopping from one point of view to another. You want to take charge of your life, but then you are waiting for the universe or for fate to show you the way. You need to be more accountable for your emotional well-being. The last card for you is representing the likely outcome that you may have. Your card is the Page of Swords. You need to appreciate and communicate ideas, information and theories. These ideas, information and theories may be your own or someone else's. It does not really matter, so long as you are involved in talking, sharing and conversing with others about these ideas. You are always coming up with something new and then finding someone to share it with. You also have a way with words, being a good writer or speaker, and you are passionate about what you are doing. However, be careful that you do not engage in gossip. While this page loves to talk and to be in the know, it is important that you use this talent to benefit others, rather than to create negativity. You may also want to be careful about what you say to whom, as you may be more prone to sharing confidential information about yourself. So, protect your privacy. And you may need to first ground your thoughts before speaking, in order to ensure that you do not later regret what you have said. The Page of Swords can also stand for a child or young at heart adult whose relationship to you involves truthfulness, the search for information and new ideas, or matters of the mind and intellect. You may have your moments with this page, as the swords often indicate a level of tension or conflict, and this bundle of energy may sometimes prove too much to handle. If you need to, give yourself a break from this youthful person, and return with fresh eyes. They do have a lot to share with you, and despite their inexperience, they may actually teach you something about yourself. You need to remain open to their high levels of energy and enthusiasm to learn more about the world. As a child, the Page of Swords encourages you to have fun with mental activities of all kinds, including learning, exploring, and researching. Enjoy the world of thought your mind can open to you. The negative side of the Page of Swords is the turbulent nature of intellectual discovery and inspiration unchecked by experience or wisdom. This page seems to be either on the defensive, protecting his ideas, or on the offensive, looking for some victim of the double-edged sword of his mind. Perhaps he is seeking a confrontation in the intellectual sense or has the desire to prove himself mentally superior to others. The trouble is that he does not yet have the maturity to express himself in a way that is always constructive, and may come across as oppositional or just too in your face. Last but not least, the guidance card for you is the Emperor. It's important to cultivate logic, discipline, and order right now. This card signifies that although your dreams are valid and sound, they still need guidelines and organization so that they can manifest properly. Create a detailed plan for how you'll proceed, and maintain kind but authoritative control over how that plan is implemented. Feel empowered to take a leadership role in your career and any projects you're working on. Structure and order are your friends as you move from the preparation stage into the execution of your plans. Believe in your ability to be a positive and diplomatic leader. Get organized so that you can be more effective. Additional meanings of this card: the desire to be a success, stability, making wise choices, security, government agencies, law enforcement, the respect of others, fatherhood. Archangel Michael is the angel of strength and protection who oversees everyone's life purpose. Call upon Michael for courage and strength as you make important and necessary life changes. He can also help you focus your logical mind and left brain talents upon your projects.
I hope that you enjoy everything, and if you like the reading, just please click subscribe, and you will get instant notifications every time we publish a new video right to your YouTube. Thanks.